If you're just tuning in, Al was shedding some light on how the successful traders are creating income utilizing these financial markets. There's multiple markets out there. You have the stock market, everybody knows that, but there's leveraged asset classes like the futures market, the Forex market. They're both 24-hour markets roughly, so average investors, or us, the public, we can utilize these any time of day. So people that work during the day can participate in the evening. So it just creates more opportunity for us. Now, Al, I want to kind of relate that into retirement because we have a lot of listeners that want to understand how the successful investors are creating income in their retirement. Because now think about this: once you retire, what happens?
Your income, your job is gone, and along with it goes the income that you were earning.
Yeah, it disappears. So you're technically unemployed.
You know what doesn't go away?
What, the bills?
The bills.
The bills. They actually
Absolutely.
probably get higher. The healthcare costs and all that stuff, insurance and stuff. So we're, a lot of listeners that want to understand how the successful are creating income during retirement. So let's talk a little bit about that, and then as far as the different retirement plans, how people can utilize their retirement plan for that income.
Yeah, let me just talk about that word for a minute, income, because that's really what's more important than the amount of money you have when you retire in a retirement account is the income that is generated off of it. Since your job is gone, the income from a job is gone, what is replacing that? Well, for a lot of people, what they will do is just draw down the money they have in their 403b or 401k, and that dwindles down over time.
And think about that as a snow pile. I mean, in the spring, what happens? The snow melts. Eventually, it's gone.
It's gone, and that's a sobering fact that a lot of people are facing right now.
Yeah.
It used to be years ago when Social Security really first came out. The lifespan of a male in this country was considered to be like 68 years old. Well, that's young these days. A lot of people are living to be, close to 100 years old. And that's a great thing. People are living longer, but what's the downside there? It's not free.
Yeah.
The cost actually goes up.
Cost
You
keeps
have to
going
look
up.
at the impact of inflation. You have to look at taxes, because everything that's in your 401k or 403b or an employer-sponsored retirement plan or a traditional IRA will be taxed, so that what money you have there isn't all yours. So what if that money that you have worked 20, 30, 40 years for, what if there was a way to generate income off of it?
And that's what the successful are doing.
That's what the successful are doing. Exactly.
How are they doing that?
Well, there's a difference in how you generate short-term income and long-term wealth. And one of the ways that is different is that you have to use something that is short-term. We talked about buy and hold being a long-term kind of a strategy.
Well, there's no plan.
With no plan, right? So you're not looking at taking profits, protecting profits. You're not looking at protecting yourself from a loss. Those are all things that we concentrate on. There's really the key to having the opportunity to be successful. Number one is identifying the correct price to enter or exit a position, how to protect yourself if you're wrong, and how to protect yourself if you are right. Well, to generate this income, to generate money off of your retirement accounts, you need something that is then short-term, not long-term. The assets we've been talking about, these leveraged assets like futures, Forex, and options, can be short-term trading vehicles.
So when successful are utilizing those,
That's right. When the institution,
they're using these different asset classes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Because you can count on the fact that when Goldman Sachs or J.P. Morgan pays their traders a large amount of money, they're not putting together one portfolio and then not doing anything with it for 10 or 20 or 30 years. They're actively trading in the market every day. You can do that with these short-term vehicles. And I'm not saying you should do it every day. You can if you want to. You choose the amount of time you put into this. You kind of choose the style that you are. But having access to something that you can get into and out of on a short-term basis is important. For if you need cash, you need additional money on a short-term basis, then that buy and hold strategy is going to help you out.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. I mean, and just to understand, let our listeners understand that these techniques and these concepts that the successful are utilizing are available to us as well.
Sure.
You and I, the average person, and they're not. The average person isn't trained on these anywhere. You don't learn about these in school. Your broker's not going to tell you because they don't want to. They want to manage your money, which is hold your money. Like a storage facility, like we always talk about, and collect fees.
Sure.
And